Hello and a very warm welcome to Game On. I'm Miha Bharadwaj Alter and we are getting to the middle phase of the IPL, so things are going to heat up now. Tonight, the two teams, one is Gujarat Titans, who won 2 games at home, and they are up against Punjab Kings, who have actually been losing on the road. So let's set that preview up for you. The action shifts to Ahmedabad tonight, where Gujarat Titans will host Punjab Kings. Like I said, Punjab Kings have lost 2 games on the road, so they've been poor travellers. But GT captain Shubman Gill, the top scorer last season, hasn't yet found his groove this year. Now, if there's one place where he loves batting, it's the Narendra Modi Stadium. Having scored 572 runs, including 200s in 2023 at the venue. Expect him to get a big score tonight and prove that captaincy is not weighing him down.
Gujarat Titans have moved on from the loss of their founder captain Hardik Pandya. They bounced back from the crushing defeat against Chennai Super Kings in their only away game. At home, Shubman Gill-led side have beaten Mumbai Indians and mighty Sunrisers Hyderabad. It will be advantage for Gujarat Titans as they host Punjab Kings, who reached Ahmedabad with 2 back-to-back losses in their 2 away games. Shikhar Dhawan and his team won't find it easy to regain the lost ground at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad, even as the hosts too have many bases to cover. After dealing with tearaway pacer Mayank Yadav on a lively Ekana track in Lucknow, Punjab will have to adjust to a slow Motera strip. The Punjab batters must adopt quickly for the new challenge on the Ahmedabad pitch. Punjab Kings can ill afford a 3rd straight defeat. A win in Ahmedabad, on the other hand, can get their campaign back on track, which they lost after the win over Delhi Capitals at their new ground home in Balapur. But for captain Shikhar Dhawan, no other Punjab batter has been able to have his tournament total in 3 digits. The veteran opener Dhawan, in twilight years of his competitive career, has compiled 137 runs from 3 innings, including a resolute 70 against Lucknow Super Giants in their last match. All-rounder Sam Curran, Punjab's most successful performer with the ball with 4 wickets from 3 games, has been the next best in batting after Dhawan. In the 3 innings so far, Curran aggregates 86, which include a match-winning 63 in the season opener against Delhi Capitals. Their bowling, especially in the death over, has been weak for Punjab Kings. Medium pacer Harshal Patel has been off-coloured so far in the first 3 games, going at an economy rate of 11.4 runs per over for his 3 wickets from as many games. Leg spinner Rahul Chahar has been expensive, conceding an average of 11.37 runs per over for his 2 wickets in 3 games. Left-arm pacers Arshdeep Singh and Sam Curran too have not been able to close the promise they hold. Left-arm spinner Harpreet Singh Barar is the lone silver lining for the struggling Punjab bowling. Despite no desired support coming from the other hand, Harpreet has bagged 3 wickets for a commendable economy of 4.55. Hosts Gujarat Titans will like to maintain their momentum on home turf. Their bowlers have been striking in tandem and trio of Mohit Sharma, and Afghanistan spinners Rashid Khan and Noor Ahmed will have many tough questions for visiting batters. Gujarat Titans have been strong contenders at home, and the only loss against 5-time champions Chennai Super Kings has come in their away game. Despite finding the winning formula as a compact unit, GT think tank would be expecting an inspired display from their batters. The batting department has been a good scope of improvement. There have been no half century for GT in 3 matches so far. B. Sai Sudarshan, the only team member with 100+ aggregate, he has scored 127 from 3 innings at 119.81 strike rate. Shubman Gill too has been failing to realize his potential with the bat. You expect better stats than a mere 75 runs from 3 innings from the Team India opener. He needs to do a little more to inspire fellow batters. Even seasoned David Miller and Ridhima Shah have been a huge disappointment in batting. GT are the only team within the top 6 with a negative net run rate. That in itself demanding situation, and they will go into a match with the pressure of scoring a big win. The 2 teams have met only thrice till date, and the scales are slightly tilted in GT, who have 2 victories to Punjab's 1 in head-to-head record. Shubman Gill too have been failing to realize his potential with the bat.
Okay, let's move on to the match from last night. For the first time in franchise history, Kolkata Knight Riders have won their first 3 matches of an IPL season. Yes, that's right. KKR smashed Delhi Capitals by a whopping 106 runs in Visakhapatnam last night to record the second biggest victory in the IPL's 16-year existence, and thus topped the points table with a terrific net run rate of 2.518. Having opted to bat, KKR were at one point of time on track to record the highest ever total in IPL history. But a flurry of late wickets saw them end up second best with a massive 272 for 7 in their 20 overs, which is just 5 runs short of the record set by Sunrisers Hyderabad early this season. Delhi Capitals came out swinging but lost too many wickets and were bowled out for 166 in the 18th over. For KKR, the decision to send Sunil Narine up the order to open with the freedom to hit has worked wonders this season, a move no doubt credited to former KKR captain Gautam Gambhir. And the West Indian all-rounder hammered 85 of just 39 deliveries, hitting 7 fours and 7 sixes. Narine's opening partner Phil Salt played second fiddle with 18 in an opening stand of 60 in 4.3 overs, and at the end of the power play, the score was 88 for 1. Narine knew only way to bat, which was see ball, hit ball, and he spared no Delhi bowler. His 50 came up of 21 balls in breakneck manner as the all-rounder made room to carve over the offside repeatedly. Another move that paid off for KKR was the decision to send young Ankarish Raghuvanshi at number 3 instead of Venkatesh Iyer, and the 18-year-old made his mark in his first IPL innings. Raghuvanshi's talent was known on the domestic circuit as he came through the under-19 system with distinction, and the manner in which the youngster started his innings was superb. The first 2 balls were smashed for 4 before Raghuvanshi coolly steered a couple to third man. Thereon, he matched the veteran Narendra shot for shot, striking 3 sixes and 5 fours in his 54 of 27 balls. Andre Russell, he walked out to bat at the fall of Narendra for 85 in the 13th over with KKR's score at 164 for 2 and went on to club 41 from 19 balls, which included 4 fours and 3 sixes. The tone for one-way traffic had been set by KKR's openers, and whoever came to the crease followed this tactic. Skipper Shreyas Iyer made 18 off 11. Rinku Singh cracked 26 from just 8 at a strike rate of 325. And Venkatesh Iyer got 5 off the last 2 balls he faced. Aided by 22 extras from DC, KKR ended up with 272 in 20 overs. It could have been more if not for some wickets to Ishant Sharma and Anrik Nokia at the death, as KKR lost some momentum in pursuit of quick runs. Nokia claimed 3 for 59 from his 4 overs and Ishant took 2 for 43 from 3. Delhi's chase never found momentum, with David Warner and Prithvi Shaw dismissed for 18 and 10 respectively before Mitchell Marsh and Abhishek Purell fell for ducks. Rishabh Pant hit his second 50 in a row, a smashing 55 from 25 balls with 5 sixes, and young South African talent Tristan Stubbs made 54 from 32. At one stage, it looked like DC might get close to KKR's score as Pant hit Venkatesh Iyer for 28 runs in 1 over. But the last 4 wickets fell for just 7 runs to see DC slump to their 3rd loss in 4 matches. Vaibhav Arora, KKR's impact sub, picked up 3 wickets for 27 runs, and Varun Chakravarti also took 3, while the man of the match, Narine, took 1 for 29 from his 4 overs. Now, he was once a mystery spinner who could bat a bit, but no more. Sunil Narine is turning back the clock to year 2017 when his promotion to opening turned out to be a masterstroke for KKR under Gautam Gambhir as captain. 7 seasons later, with Gautam Gambhir back as mentor, Narendra is disrupting bowling plans of opposition teams to such an extent that in the last 2 games, KKR's power play scores have been 85 for no loss and 88 for 1 in 6 overs, where both RCB and DC were left playing catch-up after that fiery start. Last season, KKR kept changing their openers till the end in trying to find the right combination, but it didn't work out. This year, things are completely different. Both Kolkata openers, Phil Salt and Sunil Narine, have given them a solid platform to build on. There's not much thought that goes into Narine's batting as an opener, and yet his experience of many years of IPL and different leagues around the world, he knows what bowlers can bowl and he stands there and delivers. It's a simple technique of quick reflexes and a clean bat swing, but there's also an understanding of how a bowler thinks and what is he likely to bowl when he's been hit for a six the previous delivery. Last night, DC bowlers kept bowling wide to him and Narendra kept planting his front foot down the pitch and swung the bat. When they went short, he cut them and slashed them. When it was in the arc, he was, hitting it out of the park. There was absolutely no respite for the likes of Khalil Ahmed, Ishant Sharma and Rashid Dhar as captain Rishabh Pant looked rattled in the middle, unable to control the flow of the runs. Narendra scored 85 of 39, his highest score in T20 cricket, smashing 4 fours and 7 fours and 7 sixes. And with another brilliant performance at the top of the innings, Narendra has in fact moved in the top 10 of the highest run scorer at the 9th place with 134 runs, striking at 206 and averaging 44. Now, in a KKR lineup boasting Sunil Narine, Phil Salt, Andre Russell, Shreyas Iyer, Rinku Singh and Venkatesh Iyer, up stepped an 18-year-old with a stunning assault on DC's bowlers. That too in his first innings of the IPL ever. A product of domestic age group cricket, having moved from Delhi to Mumbai at the age of 11 to further his career, Raghuvanshi earned selection to India's squad for the Under-19 World Cup in 2022. He finished as the team's leading run-getter and 4th overall in the tournament with 278 from 6 innings. And after that success, the batter made his domestic white ball debut for Mumbai. His first IPL game for KKR was against RCB this season, but he didn't get to bat despite being padded up since the start of the innings. When he did get his chance against DC yesterday, Raghuvanshi grabbed it with both hands. Promoted to 1 down after Salt and Narine started strongly, the teenager did not hesitate to show the audience what skill he possesses. Hitting the ball strongly and with no hesitation to attack, Raghuvanshi sped to his 50 of just 25 balls, the second fastest in a maiden IPL innings. And at 18 years and 303 days, he is the youngest to score a 50 in his first IPL innings. Raghuvanshi dominated pace in particular, hitting his first 2 balls that he faced for 4 off Anrik Nokia, before proceeding to hit 6s of Sumit Kumar and Rasik Salam. A 5th 4 for Nokia followed just after he got to 50 before Raghuvanshi was out of the same bowler trying a ram shot to third man. 27 balls from 54 runs in an innings which made people take notice of his hard-hitting skills was a fine way for the youngster to showcase his skills. KKR captain Shreyas Iyer knew what he had seen in the nets, and after the win he commented on Raghuvanshi. He said he was fearless from ball 1. His work ethic is phenomenal. The way he played his shots were pleasing to the eye. Another fantastic young Indian talent has emerged on the biggest T20 stage of all. Now, on a night full of runs and sixes, there was one bowler who didn't quite escape punishment but did put in a performance which surely gave him reasons to smile and eased the massive pressure on his experienced shoulders. We're talking about Mitchell Starc, the IPL's most expensive player ever, who took 2 for 25 off 3 overs in KKR's win last night. While those might not look like excellent figures, Starc would have readily accepted them with both arms, considering how badly his first 2 games had been. The multiple World Cup winning Aussie pacer entered his 3rd match for KKR, having conceded 100 runs from 8 overs in his previous 2 games, going at 12.5 per over without taking a wicket. These expensive outings from the man valued at 24.75 crore and who hadn't played in the IPL for 9 seasons had prompted speculation of how long KKR would persist with Starc if he continued to bleed runs. But the left-arm pacer delivered in Visakhapatnam by taking out 2 of his Australian teammates, trying to live up to the billing of being the tournament's costliest player of all time. Starc dismissed Mitchell Marsh and David Warner in consecutive overs in the power play to dash any hopes of DC chasing down KKR's total of 272. Marsh was caught in the cover point area and then Warner was bowled immediately after hitting a 6 as he chopped the next ball onto the stumps at 33 for 4. The chase had been extinguished by Starc's twin strikes Asked after the win how he felt on the day, Starc smiled as he explained to the host broadcaster that he'd not bowled very differently from his first two matches. He said, and I quote, "Nothing much was said before the game. You've taken a bit of luck here and there. And tonight we were clinical with both bat and ball. Games come thick and fast. It is T20 cricket. It can get brutal. We are 3-0. We've been clinical with the bat. So personal things aside, the team is going fantastic." On taking wickets, Warner and Marsh, the 34-year-old said with a grin, "Nice to have them in the pocket." Okay, Delhi Capitals may have lost to KKR, but the one positive to have come out of that loss is the form of their skipper Rishabh Pant. The wicketkeeper batter scored his second consecutive half-century of this IPL, but what stood out last night was how Pant was at his fluent best, just like the old times. Pant scored 55 runs off 25 balls, which included 4 boundaries and 5 sixes. He launched a brutal assault on Venkatesh Iyer in the 12th over. The first ball went for a boundary over leg side. The second was smacked for a big 6 over wide long off. Iyer knew Pant was in the mood to go big, and under pressure he bowled a poor delivery down the leg side. Iyer planted his front foot. He actually crouched in his stance, and then he hit a no-look 6 over the fine leg, which left one and all impressed, so much so that Shah Rukh Khan stood up and applauded Pant on a fine shot. DC captain struck 3 more boundaries to end the over, and with that brought his second back-to-back half-century. With this performance, Pant has reached the 4th position in the orange cap race with 152 runs this season, coming after a gap of 13 months when he was recovering from a horrific car accident, having undergone multiple surgeries. This is a huge statement of intent from the 26-year-old, who's gone on top of the pecking order for the wicketkeeper batter's options for the T20 World Cup, which is slated to begin 5 days after the IPL final. But Pant's knock went in vain as DC lost the game by a massive 106 runs to KKR, but it was actually a double whammy for the DC side when BCCI punished Rishabh Pant and the entire Delhi Capitals team after they were found guilty of maintaining a slow over rate for the second time in a row this season. Their second over rate offence, which qualifies as an IPL Code of Conduct breach, came in match 16th of this IPL against Kolkata Knight Riders in Vizag. Pant was slapped with a 24 lakh fine, while the other members of Delhi Capitals playing 11, including the impact player Abhishek Purell, were either fined 6 lakhs or 25% of their match fees, whichever is lesser. If the slow over rate offence is repeated again, the captain will then be fined 30 lakhs and will also face a one-match ban. Apart from him, the rest of the team members would be fined 50% of their match fee or 12 lakh, whichever is lesser. Penalties for slow over rates will stay consistent for each additional offence. With that, we're going to slip into a short break. When we return, what did Ricky Ponting have to say about DC's abject performance? Stay with us.
India's ever-evolving urban landscape is witnessing a new revolution. And this one comes on 4 wheels.
The affluence has been growing. Cars are becoming more a reflection of what you are.
Nobody's talking about hatchbacks. Now what next? The next is the SUV.
The contribution of SUVs is close to 55-60% of the automobile sales these days.
Is that even manufacturers like to sell SUVs?
So, how did a nation obsessed with fuel economy come to love heavy gas-guzzling sports utility vehicles? Let's look at how India fell in love with the SUV.
Welcome back. Now, Delhi Capitals head coach Ricky Ponting was extremely critical of the team's performance against Kolkata Knight Riders, having opted to bat first, and Kolkata smashed 272 for 7 in 20 overs, the second highest total ever of the IPL, and Delhi fell short by 106 runs. This is what Ponting said, and I quote, "It's pretty hard to assess right now. I mean, I was almost embarrassed with our first half of the game today. To concede that many runs, we bowled 17 wides. It took us 2 hours to bowl our overs as well, so we were 2 overs behind again, which meant the guys bowling last 2 overs only get to bowl with 4 fieldsmen outside the circle. A lot of things happened in this game that were unacceptable, and a lot of things we will talk as a group tonight that we have to fix immediately to go forward in the competition. That was not all. Delhi also erred when they didn't take the review in the power play, which they should have taken. In the 4th over, Sunil Narine swung at an Ishant Sharma delivery and the ball carried to Pant. There were no appeals from the keeper or bowler, but Mitch Marsh did hear a noise. And by the time Pant went upstairs for a review, it was too late on the DRS timer. This is what Ponting had to say about that DRS error. He said there were 2 missed reviews. Narine was missed and then Shreyas Iyer, who was missed later on. I'm not sure what happened there. Obviously, Rishabh had not heard them. Other fielders and bowlers on the ground actually heard something on both occasions. Look, at the end of the day, they are little things and there are bigger concerns for us. Ponting also said KKR were relentless in the power play and had a special praise for the young 18-year-old Angaresh Raghuvanshi. He said, and I quote, they got off to a flying start in the power play. They were around 90 runs after 6 overs. That phase is not ideal. If that happens at the start of the game, then you're always trying to fight your way back into the game, and they didn't allow us to do that today. They were relentless. They kept going at us. I thought the youngster at number 3 played really well, and that allowed Russ and all those guys to play the way they always play. And they had wickets in hand, so they could keep going hard. They did lots of things really well, but we've got to be really critical of ourselves on our own performances, and we've got to look at the ways to get better for the next game. Good news for Mumbai Indians. Suryakumar Yadav has been declared fit and he's likely to play in Mumbai Indians' next IPL game against Delhi Capitals at the Wankhede Stadium on Sunday. According to a report in the Indian Express, the National Cricket Academy in Bengaluru cleared the middle order batsman who'd missed more than 3 months of cricket on Wednesday. The BCCI and the physios at the NCA didn't want to take any chances and had made sure he'd recovered completely before giving Yadav the go-ahead. This is what a source in the BCCI said. He said, and I quote, that he's fit now. The NCA made him play a few practice games and he looked good. He can join the Mumbai Indians team. We wanted to be sure that when Surya goes back to MI, he's 100% fit and ready to play games. He wasn't feeling 100% during his first fitness test before the IPL, so we waited to see if there was any pain while he was batting. Yadav had injured his ankle during the T20I series in South Africa and was initially ruled out of 7 weeks. But another injury resurfaced and he had to undergo a hernia operation, which had kept him out of action until now. Sky coming back will be a huge boost for the struggling Mumbai Indians side that are yet to win a game in the IPL this year. Right then, let's take a look at who is leading the orange cap race. Who else but Virat Kohli? He's sitting on the top, having become the first batter to cross 200 runs this season. He is the leading run scorer. So there you go, Virat Kohli at number 1, the first batter to cross 200 from 4 games. He's the leading run scorer. Then there is Rajasthan's Riyan Parak. He's in the 2nd position, having scored 2 half-centuries like Virat Kohli, but he's scored 181 runs. Heinrich Klaasen of Sunrisers Hyderabad, he's in the 3rd position with 167 runs and an incredible strike rate of 219.73. After the game last night between DC and KKR, guess who is in the top 5? It is Rishabh Pant. He's entered the top 5 at number 4 with 152 runs, and David Warner, another DC player, rounds off the top 5 with 148 runs in 5 games. Right then, let's also take a look at the purple cap race. Who has the most wickets so far? At the top is Chennai Super Kings seamer Mustafizur Rahman with 7 wickets. at an economy of 8.83 from 3 games. 4 of those 7 wickets came in the season opener versus RCB, with CSK won by 6 wickets. LSG's 21-year-old express pace bowler Mayank Yadav. Mayank Yadav is in the second place with 6 wickets from 2 games at an economy of just 5.12. Then there is Rajasthan Royals leg spinner Yuzvendra Chahal. He's there with 6 wickets in 3 matches. Gujarat Titans medium pacer Mohit Sharma and Delhi Capitals fast bowler Khalil Ahmed. They also have 6 wickets each, and they are in the top 5. Okay, what about the teams? Who's at the top? The Kolkata Knight Riders jumped up to the top spot on the points table with 6 points and the highest net run rate of 2.518. It helped the fact that they beat DC by a massive 106 runs. Then there is Rajasthan Royals. So KKR displaced Rajasthan Royals from the pole position, who also have 6 points, but their net run rate is lower. Defending champions Chennai Super Kings are standing in the 3rd place with 2 wins and 1 loss, followed by Lucknow Super Giants and Gujarat Titans, who also have 4 points but inferior NRR. Then if you look at the second half of the points table, SRH, Punjab, RCB and DC all have 2 points each in the second half of the points table, which means they've just won 1 game so far. And then there is Mumbai languishing at the bottom, yet to register a win this season. Okay, with that, it's a wrap on this show. Hope you enjoyed it. We love bringing it to you. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.
Golf as a game, it is closest to the game that you call life.
You've got to use your mind. You cannot lose it.
The sharpest person is one who understands his limitations.
खुद ही को कर बुलंद इतना कि खुदा बंदे से पूछे कि तेरी रजा क्या है.
You might have a bad break after a good shot, you might have a good break after a bad shot, but the fact remains